Let's get ready and talk about my move from Southern California to Nashville. And I know that's going to ruffle some feathers, but don't worry, I'm not here to California your Tennessee, as they say. But I do have some thoughts as a young person trying to build a life in a new city. I just turned 30 last month, and I spent all of my 20s literally in Southern California. I'm from Seattle originally, and all I can say is all of these places are completely different. If you're thinking about leaving your hometown or trying a new place out, I highly, highly suggest it. I'm a Christian, so I pray about literally everything that I do, and I had been praying about moving to a new place for about a year and a half before I actually did it. There's always those initial scares that are like, what if things go wrong? What if I don't meet any friends? What if things don't progress, etc. But I started reshaping the way that I thought, thinking, well, what if something good happens? What if everything I want actually does happen? What if the best season of my life is on the other side of me going and doing this scary thing? I'd been feeling a discontentment with where I was at for quite a while before I actually made the move. So just to make sure that it wasn't emotions or just a phase of life that I was in and I actually needed to be where I was, I took it to my leaders and I prayed about it and I sat on it for, like I said, about a year and a half. I don't think you always need to move when you're not satisfied with your life, but I do think that in order to see a change in your life, you've got to do something different. Also, just to clear that thought up, what I meant by leaders was the Bible says that there's wisdom in many counsels. So I just have people who are in older stages of life than me that can speak into my life and help me through it. I'm a huge risk taker, and I feel like anything good comes with risk. You don't grow in your comfort zone. And for me, I was very, very comfortable where I was at. I was happy. I was good. And even the end of my time in California, I didn't want to leave. I wanted to stay, but I just knew, I had this gut feeling that God wanted me to go to Nashville for whatever reason. I don't know for how long, but I just could not ignore the feeling in my chest that I had to leave. I mainly wanted to chat about this because I know that there's a lot of people thinking about moving or being in transition with their life, and they have this feeling on their chest that they're supposed to do something, but they don't have the courage to do it. This is me telling you to do it, and that you won't regret it. And if you fail, God forbid you fail, God will catch you and redirect you. People make such a big deal about moving, and don't get me wrong, uprooting your life is a pretty big deal, but when you're single, no kids, etc., it's the time to do it. And it's a fun back and forth with God. During the process of me wanting to move, I had a lot of people trying to get me to not move. It was actually really interesting. And although I care about what they think, I don't care enough about what they think to the sense of the people that would actually have an impact on the choices that I make. People are always going to have opinions, and you have to use discernment and ask God whose opinion you should listen to. Something you'll learn too when you move, and especially when you move from somewhere that you've been for a while, is that new people will take you to new heights. You learn so much about how people live differently in their habits and the way that they live life, and it just expands who you are and your mind, and it honestly gives you a heart to love people and have compassion for them so much more. Life to me is all about people and relationships. If you don't have good people around you, then I don't know, I'm kind of what's the point? So that was a good reason for me to move as well. Okay, those are my 1 month thoughts on moving to Nashville from Southern California. I'm sure that I will have more soon, but hopefully that encouraged you to take the risk for whatever is on your heart, and that God will catch you if you fall. And I don't know, is there really any such thing as failing?